course, you got the Fatal Fury New York card coming up. So yesterday they had a media workout day for Ryan Garcia yesterday. Ryan Garcia was working with Derek James, looking sharp in there, man. Looks in great shape, great shape, great pop behind his punches. Um, and of course they interviewed him, and they asked him some questions and stuff, and it was a quick interview, honestly. It wasn't that long for real. But Ryan Garcia, they asked him about Boots, and he said he'll definitely fight Boots, and Ryan Garcia expressed that he's coming after all the 147-pound champions. So Ryan Garcia expressed his interest in wanting to become champion at 147 pounds, and said that he definitely would fight Boots Ennis. And then he comes out and says that Boots Ennis isn't a pound for pound fighter, which was interesting to hear. It was interesting to hear this man Ryan Garcia speak about that shit for real. Like, what I mean, for as Boots saying Boots was not a pound for pound fighter. Now, this is my personal opinion for as Boots being a pound for pound fighter. Is he a pound for pound fighter? Talent wise, I believe he is. Resume and everything he got, going for us, accolades, etc. Up until now, mm, he would be a my pound for pound personally, but I know he probably won't be in a lot of y'all's pound for pounds. So I'm like 50-50 with Ryan Garcia for us the pound for pound, no talk for us Boost Ennis. Me personally, I think that Boost Ennis, he with the landscape, because I haven't done a pound. I did one pound for pound list, and I think it was probably like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. Probably it was a little bit after the Bud Crawford fight. I want to say the Bud Crawford and Earl Spence fight. I did a pound for pound list, so that was my first one. I haven't done one since. Now I've done like my favorite fighter list and stuff, because pound for pound list for real. I mean, I like some of them, but then I don't like a lot of them from like the big media. A lot of them, no, a lot of their their pound for pound lists be trash, bro. Like what I'm saying, and they be showing a lot of favoritism and shit. You know what I mean, in the pound for pound, which is anybody coming with a pound for pound boxing list, they're going to show favoritism in that list towards their fighters, probably most likely. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen some very fair pound for pound lists out there as well from certain media and certain fans and people out there as well. But me in particular, I'm not really crazy about doing pound for pound lists in particular. But far as Boost Ennis, should he be on the pound for pound list? I'm like, he outside looking in, and I would literally have to sit there and come up with top 10 fighters out of the all the weight classes to really give a really a real defined answer. But Boots is probably outside looking in, or he should probably be at the bottom. You know what I mean? I will say this: like certain fighters, like Devin Haney, don't deserve to be on anybody's pound for pound list. That's just my personal opinion. Like he don't deserve to be on any pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? Especially after we going off of what happened to him last year. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he has his old back, but at the same time, we all know that boy lost that fight. Got to keep it real. You know what I mean? But interesting to hear Boo Sanders um name brought up from Ryan Garcia, and saying that he'll love to fight Boo Sanders, and saying that Boo Sanders isn't pound for pound, man. Well, BVO was good, my boy. Killer Cam hates black fighters. No, I don't, bro. Stop. Stop. Hey, I love black fighters. I just call out these fighters' lies and contradictions, and majority of them be the black fighters. Then on top of that, you gotta look at it too. I cover the whole landscape of boxing too, so I call out the other guys on their lies and contradictions as well. I call out everybody. You know what I'm saying? I call out Tank even when he lied and contradict himself. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, but in particular, I would love to see a Ryan Garcia versus Boots in his fights in the future if it was to come across their desk. I mean, I think that'd be a great fight. You know what I mean? But in particular, for as Ryan Garcia, he looked very in shape yesterday. Rolly Romero, I seen some work. I seen some workout clips from him pop out yesterday. Wasn't too much impressed. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I mean? I think Ryan is going to knock Rolly out in this fight coming up. I ain't gonna lie. I really think so. Said BVO said boosts his cheeks, cat. It said BVO said Emiliano Vargas is boxing's new king. Cat. You know that guy. You know Emiliano Vargas can't fuck with no Abdullah, man. Come on, now Abdullah will destroy Emiliano Vargas, bro. It'll be a good fight, but I think Abdullah will destroy him though. You know what I mean? I like Emiliano. I like him though. I think he the best one out of the Vargas brothers right now, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But other than that, like I said, Rolly wasn't too much impressed with his workout video yesterday, for real, too much. And then, of course, Devin, they popped up with some, workout clips from Devin, hitting the heavy bag and everything. Wasn't too impressed with his too much as well, honestly. Um, like I seen people in the comments who were saying like, "Oh, Devin looks strong" and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't see the strength. Just being honest, I don't see it. I don't see what y'all seeing. Maybe I don't know. Although y'all Haney fans, y'all be doing a lot of glazing on the Haneys, a lot of glazing. But we cook them every day, so there ain't no difference. But speaking of the Haneys, though, let's get to this conversation about this man